Peace, family. How y'all doing? We are outside. We have visitors in the house. So we're outside. So we don't have to listen to the loudness. Let's see. Peace, 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 peace. I was trying to see if I could type in the chat, but I don't think it's gonna let me type. Lachey, happy fall. How you doing, boo? How are you? I've been extra sleepy because of the shift. Like, even though the weather hasn't changed that much, there is an energetic shift that comes with every change in season. So you might notice that you're sleepier than normal. Maybe your immune system feels like it's slowing down. Now is the perfect time to make sure you are drinking your elderberry or taking your elderberry syrup. I have a video on my TikTok showing how to make elderberry syrup, and it's good to take supplementally to keep your immune system up. Also, it's a good time to make sure you're drinking your herbs. So make sure you have some dandelion, some nettles, um, all the ones with the minerals, the ones that taste like grass. Drink those. It's gonna help keep you healthy this season. So make sure you're doing that. If you've heard of mullein, the herb or the tincture, make sure you purchase some and start taking it. It will help your lungs. And we all know with everything going on all over the world, our lungs can definitely use the extra help. So that is mullein, Mullein. Pretty sure that's how you spell it. Look for it and take it. It's really good for you and your body. You felt it all month long, Lachey? Dang. Yeah, I've been feeling it the last few days, especially. I could also be having guests because I'm a great host, but like I'm a host that needs alone time too. So you can stay at my house, but we're gonna need to take breaks from each other. So that's what I'm doing right now with my house guest. Just taking a little bit of a breather over here. Yes. So the energetic shift is also a physical shift. We know like energy manifests into the physical. So you want to make sure that you're listening to yourself, listening to your body, taking breaks, sleeping more, drinking tea, doing things that help boost your immune system, okay? So what else do I have to say? I think on the 29th is a full moon. So that's also something to pay attention to. A lot of people start feeling also extra sleepy during the full moon. You can get more downloads, more information about what you need to do and who you need to do it with and that sort of thing. So make sure that you're listening, because as we approach October and the end of October, the veil gets super thin, meaning we can access our higher selves a lot more easily. We can access our intuition a lot more easily. Yes, another super full moon, you're right. We can access the ancestral realm a lot more easily. So you just want to make sure that you're practicing tuning in. For example, what do I need to do? I saw there was this mural this morning. I saw of an owl and a raven together, and they both were like staring at me as I was a passenger in the car. So I need to look up what owls and ravens mean and write it in my journal. So that's something I need to do. I'm on the lookout for signs, for signals, for communication. Um, and I think you should be too, because it will help to infuse your life with a little bit more magic. It's hard to see this screen for some reason. Let me move myself. Maybe because it's so bright out here, my eyes are like, what is happening? Yeah, so because the veil and everything is so thin, there's a lot of opportunity to receive answers that we've been waiting for, especially since Mercury retrograde is over. So now information and communication are just coming in and in and in for us to partake. The answers we've been waiting for finally come through. So make sure that you are setting time out of your day every day, so where you can just like listen or journal or do yoga or meditate or, you know, take a shower, an intentional shower, because you could just like take a shower and just go through the motions, or you can set your intentions to help you find the clarity that you've been asking for a while. So it's all about you and your intentions and how you use this energy. You see ravens all the time. I have maybe I should get the book right now and we can talk about what ravens mean real quick. And I'm doing readings, but only by donation today. Otherwise, we're just talking about the energy. I'm going to pull some cards for the room. But the readings and specific questions are by donation today. Otherwise, we're just chatting it up. Let me grab this book real quick. And if you guys have seen certain animals, I can tell you what the book says about those animals. But yeah, let me grab it real quick. Hold on. Okay, I got my book. That was fast. You do gratitude and release in the shower? Yes, absolutely. You might as well get your money's worth. Get your money's worth. Anything, like, we can find magic in the mundane. It's just about intention setting. What sets something apart is like the energy that you put behind it, okay? So it could be as simple as drinking a glass of water, but like speaking your intentions or your prayers or your hopes, wishes, and desires into the water, and now it's something a little bit more special, a little bit more magical. So you really don't have to do a whole lot. It's just the intentions that you put behind what you're doing. Okay? If I have any of my moderators in here, if you could go to the description of the video and copy and paste that Cash App tag into the chat. It won't let me chat in here. I just want to pin the Cash App in case someone wants to do a reading. Okay, so let's read what the raven means, and then I'll do the owl. And if you guys have any other animals that you have been noticing or seeing, let me know. You said, I know seeing dead animals is about releasing and removing something that no longer serves us. That's interesting. I don't know if I knew that specifically about like animals being alive or dead, but that would make a whole lot of sense. Okay, so this is the raven over here, and this comes from this book, the Animal Spirit Guide book. And I love this book as a reference tool, so you can, if you start noticing a lot of a specific animal, there's some cool messages. So for ravens, for people who've been seeing ravens, it also says to look at crow. I never know the difference between crows and ravens. I think one of them is bigger than the other, and that's like the main difference. I'm not sure. Okay, so it says, if raven shows up, it means magic is in the air and something special is about to happen. So pay attention to your dreams and visions, especially colorful and powerful ones, as these are indicative of a prophecy. In any undertaking or in any relationship, be very clear as to what your intentions are, because whatever they are, that's what will manifest. You're gradually shape-shifting to a more confident, powerful, and spiritually based you that will continue to emerge the more you let go of your old self. You'll observe an increasing number of synchronistic events over the next few days, so notice those, appreciate them, but don't try and figure them out. So that is what the Raven means. Something special is about to happen. Let's check the Crow and see if there's anything else maybe Crow has that we can resonate with. Crow, 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 crow. Crow, it says you're on the verge of manifesting something you've been working toward for a while. Be very watchful over the next couple of days for any clear omens or signs that will guide you and teach you. Expect a big change very soon. You've noticed something that's out of balance, or maybe an injustice that hasn't been addressed, and it's important to speak up about it. You're about to get a glimpse into some future events that affects you directly. So some pretty powerful stuff. Ooh, yes, Lachey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Lachey, for doing that. Now I can pin it. So for the Ravens and the Crows, I think the two commonalities here is about manifestation and paying attention to your thoughts, because you're manifesting things very rapidly. You're approaching victory, or you're approaching a time where you get to receive the things that you've been asking for. So if any of you have been seeing crows and or ravens, pay special attention to your mind and to what your goals are for this period of your life, okay? So that's crows and ravens. I'm going to read owl because I saw an owl earlier today and I want to do it before I forget. So if anyone has been seeing owls, and this doesn't even have to be like a real life owl, it could be maybe you see a drawing of an owl, maybe you see something in a cartoon. It doesn't have to be real life in order for it to be a message. You liked my hair? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So owls, let's see. So when an owl shows up, it means meditate in silence and in darkness for a few minutes each evening for the next few days to see what is revealed to you. I need to do that. I definitely need to tap in. Be alert to any deception on the part of others, whether they're aware of it or not, and look closely behind any guises that they may wear. This is particularly right period to tap into the fount of intuitive wisdom that's available to you. Okay, so more emphasis on intuition. Quietly observe your environment, watching and listening for signs and omens that will give you answers to any questions that you may have. It says now is a particularly significant time for prophecy, and you will see, hear, or feel events before they actually happen. Your most creative cycle now is the night. So that's so true for me, because my baby goes to sleep and her dad stays with her, so I can like have some alone time to myself, because I never get alone time anymore with a baby. I used to complain that I was alone too much, and now I'm never alone, except for at night. So that's true for me. I need to. Usually I just smoke at night, but I need to like be creative to use that time more wisely. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, that's it for owls. If you guys have seen any animals repetitiously, let me know in the chat and I'll look them up for you. I'm gonna pull some of these like numerology cards for the room so we can see what some of the general themes are coming up for us. Oh, let's see, I think I just got a donation. And I got your donation, thank you so much. Let's see, do you have a specific question? Bunnies. Okay, we'll look up bunnies after we do the donation reading. We're waiting for Dawn to let us know what their question is, and then we'll go on to a general one. Okay, let's do a general. So Dawn, since these are out first, we'll start with these and then we'll go to the regular cards. But thank you so much for the donation. Oh, well, duh. Y'all have so many names, and I gotta commit all of them to my memory. Lachey, so is Lachey like your middle name? You don't have to answer that. I don't want to put your whole government on blast, but to me, I'm just trying to piece together all the names. Your nickname. Okay, cool. I love it. I love it. Let's see. What is Miss Dawn Lachey? Best moderator ever. Need to know, do, or understand at this time. Let's see. What do we need to call into awareness? We have 2 cards so far. Let's see. And of course, I'm sending a blessing your way that your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides bless you tenfold for your donation. I know it's not easy to share resources, so I'm so blessed by you, so thank you. Okay, first, number 37. It says time out. Miss Dawn Lachey, you need to take a break. And I know it's easier said than done, and I know there's a million reasons why we can't slow down or why we shouldn't slow down, but you really need to carve out some time, plan some time, find some time to rest, to relax, to put your feet up. And I say carve out time, not lightly. Like, you know, when you carve things, if you're carving wood, if you're carving into stone, like, you actually have to put effort into finding time where you can relax, where you can let go, where you can be by yourself, where you can feel your own energy, where you can charge up, especially as we are shifting, right, from summer to fall. It's like we start powering down a bit, and it's so important for you to take some time to breathe. Okay, we also have this parenting card. Okay, so if you have any children, your children are being called up. If you, oh girl, just as you said that, my reason is your 10 and 7-year-olds. Yes, and girl, I feel the same way with my 1.5-year-old. It's like, when do I find the time? But for me, it's nighttime, and I really just need to be wiser about how I'm spending my nighttime, because I usually just do whatever at night, just scroll and smoke and what, but that's not like productive rest. That's more like avoiding things. So I just say that to say, as a mom, I know what you mean. I know that there's so many reasons, but it's still so important for us to prioritize ourselves and to find that time to just really woo-saw, to do some sort of meditation, to do some sort of deep breathing, something that's, to take a spiritual bath even, something that's going to really nourish you, okay? So time out in parenting, being more strategic about parenting, maybe connecting with your children in a new way or a different way. This can also call up your inner child, as well as your relationship with your own parents. So if your parents are present here on earth, connecting with them. If they have transitioned, connecting with them spiritually, finding a way to connect with them spiritually, okay? So those are those 2 cards. Let's get into tarot. And then we'll look up bunnies and whatever other animal we all are talking about. Let's see. What does Lachey need to know, do, or understand at this time? Ooh, Ace of Wands. So when you're taking that time out to be in your own energy, feel your own energy, you will be receiving information on like a new direction to go. Your passions are going to pop up. You're going to receive like these brilliant ideas that will reinvigorate you, that are really creative, and will help to revive your zest for life, okay? So I want you to think about your creative hobbies, things that you find joy in, and the things that really like ignite your passions, and maybe incorporate more of those into your nighttime routine. Okay? You said the holidays are a time your mother's energy surrounds you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And so she's still here, still guiding you, and you can really do some powerful work addressing trauma, the trauma of transition, any trauma that you may have had with your mother. That can be kind of a touchy subject, especially if she's not here, if she's passed. You can still do the work to heal your inner child. You can call her in with you to help you do that. Let's see. So that was the Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning when it comes to your passions, when it comes to your self-expression, when it comes to your creativity. And if you can put some more effort, intention, and energy into cultivating that at night, you're definitely going to have some breakthroughs. And this is the Fool card. There's a new journey, there's a new beginning. Like, both of these are about newness. And I love the fire because it really lights you up, keeps you warm as the weather gets colder. So yes, definitely tap into your creativity, to the things that light you up, because as the weather gets colder, you're going to want to, have some guiding light. And for you, I feel like that's going to be your creativity. Maybe there's something you used to do a lot of that you're not doing as much anymore, and I want you to set aside time at night to do more of that, okay? All right, and yeah, there's some unresolved things with the past in your mind that come up at night, and it's a perfect time for you to journal about it or meditate on it or do some sort of targeted ritual that helps you to release whatever that heavier mental energy is, okay? Ooh, and then we have the Knight of Cups, another new beginning when it comes to your emotions. Healing your emotions by reinvigorating your creative life. So your creativity helps you to heal your emotionality, and that is such a big deal, okay? So yes, journal and meditation. Please, 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 if you don't do anything else, set aside 10 minutes for each activity at night. I'm going to journal for 10 minutes. I'm setting my timer. And I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes. I'm choosing a 10-minute video, or I'm going to set a 10-minute timer for that too, or however you want to do it. And then, of course, if you're in the middle of it and you're loving it, extend the time. If 10 minutes is too daunting, then start with 5. I'm going to journal for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes. And again, if you're loving it, extend it. If you're not, end it, and then work on that, throughout the whole season until you're meditating longer and journaling longer. Okay. We also have the Five of Wands. So there's an opportunity through your journaling and meditation to help you streamline your energy, to help you figure out what your priorities are, to help you figure out who you need more of in your life, who you need less of in your life. Okay, and let's do one more. Ooh, yes, another new beginning in your communications with individuals. We also have this King of Cups here. So there's a lot of like love energy, relationship energy. It doesn't have to be a romantic partnership, but it could be. So as you are reigniting your passions, healing your emotions, carving out more intentional time with yourself, that elevates your vibration, and you start attracting people, places, opportunities to you. So this is why it's telling you to take this time out, because the things that you're wanting are on the other side of you really connecting with yourself. Okay, connecting with yourself, communicating the things that are still on your mind. So after all of this Mercury retrograde and all these planets that we've had in retrograde, after all of that, what is still on your heart? What do you still need to say? What boundaries do you still need to communicate? And then meditating again, journaling on how you can do that, and then executing it, okay? Taking action on that. These are all, you would love to meet someone. Yeah, I feel like the key to that is this inner work, and elevating, healing, pouring into yourself. It's like you become a bigger and bigger magnet for what you want by putting in the work. And so your work is actually fun work. It starts off as fun work. And, you know, with this Nine of Swords, you do have to dig a little deeper. But it starts off with you doing what? Having fun again, being creative again. Ooh, date night with yourself. Yes, like really pouring into yourself first. And that's how the work for you starts, is by really loving on yourself and reminding yourself of who you are. Yeah, so date night with yourself, I love it. Absolutely. It's going to make you a bigger beacon for the things that you want. So let that be a message to everybody who comes across this video as well. Like, you are never doing the wrong thing by pouring into yourself. You will only ever become bigger and brighter by focusing on you. Of course, you have other things you have to focus on too. I'm not saying like ignore everybody, ignore all your responsibilities and never do anything except for your. No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is you're never wasting time by pouring into yourself. Okay? Me and hi Trishana. We are doing well. We're doing well. My baby's grandma is here visiting. So that's fun. It's a lot, but it's fun. So I'm taking some time out by myself over here. But it's definitely been good. It's so fun to watch my baby interact with her family, and it's adorable. Okay, so now I want to look up bunnies. I wonder if it's under bunnies or rabbits in here. So we're in the year of the rabbit. That is something that's important to pay attention to. We are in the Chinese zodiac. What is it called? In the Chinese zodiac, we are in the year of the rabbit. I don't know why that was so difficult for me. Yeah, you want to pull away from work. Yeah, maybe you've been working too hard and not playing enough. Okay, so as a reminder for anyone in here, we are doing readings by donation. I am also looking up in this animal, the spirit animal book, any animals that you guys may have been seeing for a while, and I'll read what the book says about the animals. Bunnies are in your front yard. Cute. Okay, so we're reading about rabbits here. And when a rabbit comes out, Lachey, this very first sentence is perfect for you. It says, "This is a very creative time for you." Girl, that whole reading I just gave you was about creativity. What else? Butterflies. Yeah, I don't think it talks about butterflies in here because it's only animals, not insects, but butterflies. They're dope. They usually refer to like someone on the spirit realm visiting you. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was your mom. You need a timeout. That's great. She is seeing some new family faces and energy. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Okay, so the rabbit is a very creative time for you. So it's important to quickly take advantage of any opportunity that comes your way unexpectedly. Be extra vigilant for the next couple of days, and if anything threatening shows up, leave as quickly as possible. Use your sword. Be like, nah, fam, we're not doing that. It also says try a vegetarian diet for the next few days and pay attention to how you feel. If you don't want to commit to totally vegetarian, just eat more vegetables. For this upcoming week, eat more vegetables. It says rather than steady step-by-step progress, you'll see it happen in leaps and bounds. You're going to find yourself going through a period of quiet and stillness, followed by a burst of intense activity. Lachey, did we not just talk about this? Did we not just talk about this? So you're going to go through a period of quiet. That's the timeout. And then it's followed by a burst of intense activity. That's the Ace of Wands. The wands are like a fire thing. So this is exactly echoing what we just talked about. Express your love freely and readily to those that you are closest to. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to see the screen. My phone is dark. Red cardinals randomly, and you've been more intentional with fruit and vegetables. That's dope. Okay, let's look at cardinals. Cardinals. I used to see those like on a daily basis. It actually led me to my partner. That's interesting. A lot of people see cardinals as messengers of love, because when you see one cardinal, look closer and there's a second one. They're not typically without their mates. They always have their mates. So when I was seeing cardinals, I was like, what is this? For a few months, over the course of like 3 months, I was seeing them everywhere. And then I met my partner, my current partner, Larry. And when I first met him and his family and stuff, there's cardinals everywhere. There was cardinals over by his house. His mom had cardinals everywhere inside of her house. And then when I took Larry home for Christmas to see my family, my mom had a wreath on her door with a cardinal on it. And I was just like, okay, this is very clear. Oh, and I even bought a book called something about your guides. I wanted to learn more about my guides. This was a few years ago when I was still living in Florida. No, when I first moved to New Orleans. And on the front of that book is a goddamn cardinal. I was like, no way, no way. So cardinals definitely led me to my baby daddy. They fly in front of your car when you're driving. Oh my goodness. Okay, so cardinals. According to this book, when cardinals show up, let's see. Thank you, thank you. Trishana is next. Go ahead and ask your question. Ooh. I don't know if I paused or not, but thank you so much, Trishana, for the donation. In the chat, go ahead and ask your question. Oh, general. You said general. Perfect. So I'll do yours in just a second. We're reading first about cardinals, and then I'll go on to Trishana. So if a cardinal shows up, it means someone needs your compassionate, loving attention and has flagged you down to get it. Maybe it's one of your children, since you did mention you have 2 children and the parenting card came out. Hey, hey. Hi, how are you, Miss Felicia? Good, thank you. Just doing some readings on YouTube. Yeah, we're doing some animals. Yeah. You too. Okay, so since the parenting card came out, maybe the people or the person that needs your attention is maybe your 10-year-old or your 7-year-old. It says stop right where you are, observe your surroundings, and notice the sensations in your body when you see this bird. This is a very creative time, girl. How many times are we going to talk about that? One where it's best to heed your intuitive guidance as to how to express your creativity. Add color to your life in your home environment, in your yard, and in your choices of clothing. It is a good time to make a fresh exploration of the religion you grew up in with your eyes and heart open. So it says call on cardinal when your life or the world around you looks dreary or you want to add some color. Call on cardinal when you've moved around a lot and you want to settle down. Call on the cardinal when you want to improve your diet and be more careful about eating, or when you want to listen to your intuition more closely, like you're not sure how to go about it. It also connects you to powerful feminine creative energy, helps you stand out in a crowd. Oh, and it says one of your primary purposes for being on this planet is to bring color to the world. Hey, 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 hey. That was for you, Lachey. I hope some of it resonates, or all of it. Hey, whatever. Okay, so first for Trishana, I want to pull some of these cards, see what comes out, and then we'll pull from the regular tarot. What does Trishana need to know, do, or understand at this time? If you don't know, there's another super full moon on September 29th, so coming up very soon. See? I usually am in black or white. I definitely need to take that advice too and put some color on, but wear more red for your root chakra. Take it by chakras. So red for the root, orange for sacral and creativity. So if you want more assistance tapping into your creativity, wear orange, because that one corresponds to your creative chakra. So decide what color you're going to wear by which chakra you want to activate, or you could just go based off of your feeling, your intuition. But back to Trishana. What does Trishana need to know, do, or understand at this time? Trishana, Trishana, Trishana. Okay. The same exact cards, Trishana. The timeout card and the parenting card. You just bought a red bag? Dope. Wear it. So timeout and parenting, Trishana, I don't know if you have children. If you do, they're being called into focus. If not, then your inner child as well as your relationship with your parents is being called out. If you have any residual trauma from childhood, now is a good time to do inner child healing activities. Let's see. What does Trishana need to know, do, or understand? Okay. Moderation. Okay, it's very important for you to be in moderation in all things. Moderation in all things. So if you're drinking too much, drink less. If you're having too many sweets, balance it out with more vegetables. If you're working too hard, make sure to carve out some time to relax, to recharge, etc. We also have financial discipline. So be a wise steward over your money right now. Make sure that what you're spending things on is bringing you return on your investment. So maybe avoid buying things and do more. Hold on, this plane. Oh, it's a helicopter. And do more with your resources. Like invest in yourself more. So maybe instead of random items, you're investing in experiences or knowledge or services, that kind of thing. So financial discipline and moderation right now is an important time for you to be intentional about how you're spending your time, your money, your thoughts, etc. Okay, so let's see what the tarot is saying. Let's see. What does Trishana need to know, do, or understand at this time? Let's see. Trishana. The time of the super. Ooh, the star, girl. There's a lot of healing potential for you right now. So I'm sure a lot of things have come up over the retrograde. It like literally has you rifling through things that you don't want to look at. Now that they're out into the open, it's a time where you can access healing. It's also a time where dreams can manifest. So between now and Aquarius season, which is what this card represents, there is a lot of potential for magic, a lot of potential for healing, a lot of potential for you to really leave the past in the past and pave new landscapes, new opportunities for yourself. There's also a lot of Aquarius energy around you, so you could be feeling more like connecting with like-minded people. You could find yourself involved in humanitarian projects or humanitarian topics. Could be very interesting to you right now. Thank you, Coco. Thank you, Coco Janelle. You're so sweet. I think it's this natural light. What does Trishana need to know? Okay. We also, okay. This is another card that goes the financial discipline card. This individual here, she's got her own. Okay? She's secured the bag over here. She's being a good steward over her money. She's being, it's a time of collecting, okay? So it's not a time of spending right now. It's a time of acquiring and saving and manifesting your abundance, because there could be some unexpected travel, some unexpected news. In my opinion, is going to be something very exciting, because that's what wands represent, is fire, excitement, and creativity. So we have this rush of new energy that comes in, and you want to be able to capitalize on it when it comes, okay? So this opportunity, unexpected opportunity, that's going to require you to be ready for it. It's going to require you to have the money to participate in it. So you want to just be mindful about how you're using your resources right now, because there's an opportunity for a trip, for something out of the ordinary that you've been wanting to manifest or meaning to manifest or hoping to manifest. And you want to make sure that you're ready for that. Yes. Yes. So between, this is Capricorn season. So that's the end of the year. So December, January time frame, there's this new opportunity that makes itself available to you. It's a reward for your hard work, dedication to yourself, to your craft, to your job. You just want to be ready for all the goodness that's about to sweep you away with it, okay? This card also is a reminder of the moderation card. The devil card, it can represent like addiction in some way. It also represents work. So maybe you're a workaholic. That is a weird bug. Or maybe there is some substance that you want to stay away from so you can be more clear-headed. That part is up to you. I don't know your life. There's a hummingbird right here randomly. Now we gotta look that one up. But the devil card and the moderation card together both talk about the importance of not overdoing it in any area of your life. You want to maintain your balance so that you can readily and easily take advantage of this new beginning, this new opportunity that's coming in for you, okay? It's going to be exciting. It's going to be worth whatever sacrifices you need to make to accept it. And yeah, it's all good. So don't be freaked out. Just be a good steward over your money so that you can ride the wave when it comes to you, okay? Okay. Thank you both for your donations. We're doing readings by donation today. Or the other option is if you've been seeing a certain animal often, or just it made an impression on you, put it in the chat and we'll look it up in this book. So I just saw a hummingbird. I want to know what that one's about. I'm going to look it up in case you have been seeing hummingbirds. Hummingbirds. Ooh, part of my book. My book fell apart. I got it off eBay, so there's that. Okay, so the hummingbird, it says you need to be very flexible with the twists and turns that your life will take in the next days. put more emotional sweetness in your life. You need it. You're going through some very heart-opening kinds of experiences, and you'll quite naturally draw more and more love into your life. Openly express the love you have and feel for those who are most important in your life, and give yourself the gift of as many flowers as you can. I love that. I almost bought some flowers from Trader Joe's the other day. Spread them around your home and enjoy their sight and fragrance throughout the days to come. Not just the hummingbird one. I really like that message. Yeah. How y'all doing? Have you guys been seeing any animals that you want me to look up for you? If you want to send a donation to the Cash App that's pinned, we can do a specific question from the tarot. We could chat if you just have a regular question about spirituality or anything. Shoshana says, gopher. She also says, thank you, I really appreciate it. I've been feeling I need to be more balanced in my life, and this feels like a confirmation. I always end up so overwhelmed. Yes, confirmation for sure. And one thing I just want to remind everyone of is to have grace with yourself. Like, we're humans. We're humans. We're not always gonna have our shit together. We're not always gonna be balanced. We're gonna fall off our routines. We're gonna blow up. We're going to shut down. We're going to cry our eyes out. We're gonna laugh our butts off. We're gonna do all those things, and all of those things are okay. They're more than okay. They're part of it. Like, they're part of the experience. We need to continue to allow ourselves to experience whatever we're experiencing. It's just when we get stuck in those things, when we get to the point of resignation where it starts to be a problem, right? Like, so extend yourself some grace. If you haven't been feeling the best, if you haven't been doing your best, like, it's okay. You're allowed to have those times. I would encourage you to do something a little bit different moving forward, even if it's one teeny tiny thing, even if it's only for 1 minute, even if it's only one deep breath. That's better than you were doing before. So this is the gopher. Look at his little fat self. The gopher says, look under the surface and behind the obvious of whatever you initially see, particularly when it comes to another person. It's a good idea to stock up on groceries and water, mainly to provide a sense of security and comfort even when your cupboards are full. So that goes to the part about your finances and being a good financial steward, right? So stock up on the essentials right now. Don't go doomsday crazy. Don't do that. But, like, are your cabinets a little bare? Do you have, a couple gallons of water? Do you have, like, rice and beans in your house? Or are you just flying by the seat of your pants completely? Okay, it says, more than ever, it's time to take full responsibility for your own growth, your achievements, your errors, and most important, the choices that you make. In order to move forward, you may have to take a few steps backward from time to time, but know that overall, you're always moving towards your goal. This also says, have your eyes checked soon if you haven't in the last 2 years. I hope it resonates. I wonder if it does. Gopher. What else have you guys been seeing? This could be like even a car. So maybe you've seen a lot of Jaguar cars. I haven't seen a Jaguar in a long time on a car. But maybe you see a bunch of those, and that's the animal. Because again, you don't have to see it in real life. It could be on a TV show, it could be a picture, it could be in a children's book, it could be a mural. I was saying earlier, I drove past a mural that had an owl and a raven together. And I had never seen that before, so that was really interesting to me. And I looked it up. My neighbors are all staring at me like I'm a weirdo because I got this tripod out here. I mean, I am a weirdo. I like it. I like it. Deer. Okay, let's look up deer. What do deer mean? Deer. Look at little Bambi. How cute. Deer says you've been involved in some aggressive, negative circumstances and you need to seek out safe, nurturing situations and people. More than ever, you need to trust your gut instinct. You're poised for an enticing adventure, one that will take you down many different paths and lead to many important insights. Be gentle with yourself and others. It says call on the deer when you need help finding inspiration and resources for any creative projects you've been working on. Girl, you need help. Oh, call on deer when you need help in situations where extra vigilance and sensitivity is called for. Release any resentment, grudges, or judgments you have about others. Ooh, it says you're charged. So call on deer when you are facilitating any women's ceremonies or rituals, such as honoring any major life passages and transitions. And call on the deer when you want to find strength and endurance, or when you're going through a difficult life passage. That's pretty dope. I've never looked up a deer before. So interesting to me. And it's a reminder that like anything can be symbolic, and you don't necessarily have to have a book that tells you what these things mean. You can, when you see them, you can tap into your inner guidance and ask yourself, okay, like, what do I think this means? Or what was I thinking about when I saw this? Maybe you were thinking a lot about, I don't know, love, romance, patience, wisdom, whatever, when you see these animals. And they can also just stand for confirmation of what you already know or what you were already thinking. So again, you are your own best oracle. It does help to have other people who can guide you and assist you in making these connections, but I also want you to practice doing that yourself as well. This man's about to do some loud stuff. Yes, so I always, yeah, we're gonna have to stop. And on that note, I love you guys. But we're gonna have to talk later. Thank you so much to all of you who donated and showed up and interacted. I'll be back on probably tomorrow at some point. But yes, I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow maybe. Bye y'all.